German Shepherd attacking another dog. And, of course, everybody's up in arms about this. There's a ton of people in town that own pit bulls, and they're trying to change the attitude about that dog.
Well, that attack wasn't just a quick bite. The guy beat the dog with the fence post for 20 minutes, and it wouldn't come off. Then the cops showed up, they tasered the dog, and still nothing.
You can't do the whole breed.
I know, but it's more than just a simple bite. It was like a half-hour attack. It seems to be when pit bulls attack, it seems to be much more severe. I know there's good pit bulls, I know there's good owners.
And it would have been fine. Anyway.
When you take your Chihuahua out for a walk, do you worry about...
Yeah. No, I don't. There's no.
He does.
Not many Chihuahua attacks. Yeah, his name's Mickey Kiprasov, and he's awesome.
Not much bigger than my thumb. And you carry it in your purse, which
very
is fantastic.
Portable. It's a carry-all. It's a European carry-all. It's not a purse.
You are so embarrassing to work with. It's unbelievable.
I'm leaving.
Used to use Pearl Drops, too, for toothpaste. I know who you are.
Monday.
Wayne Hill on the line here. What are you doing, Wayne? How's it going?
Not too bad. How are you?
I'm doing terrific. Now, what do you want to do?
What we're doing is we're going to hold a little event in one of the dog parks here in Calgary.
Right.
And we're inviting everybody with a friendly pit bull, or to be honest, any other dog for that matter.
Right.
And we're going to get together for a few hours in the park on a nice Saturday here in September. And we just want to show everyone that despite what they're seeing on the news, with the two children in BC that were attacked and the poor lady in Sundre and now this poor dog up in Hawkwood there, that despite what we're seeing in the news, there is a completely different side to the breed of pit bulls, and we want to get it out there before some more breed banning comes into effect.
Let's tell people, what exactly is a pit bull? What defines a pit bull?
Well, a pit bull is actually kind of like a generic name. Pit bull falls in the category of there's American Staffordshire Terrier.
Right.
There's the American Pit Bull Terrier.
Okay.
So, a pit bull itself isn't exactly a particular breed of dog. So those who know obviously aren't getting themselves just a pit bull, or if they're buying a pit bull, it's someone trying to sell that nasty image of the dog.
Right.
To be honest, they have been used for some pretty awful things in
Agreed.
our past. And a dog is a dog. Dogs behave the same,
The way they're trained.
That's right. You watch Cesar Millan, he'll tell you the same thing.
You don't ever hear about, a poodle attack or a Shih Tzu attack, or I understand it's bad owners, but when pit bulls seem to attack, it seems to be far worse than any other dog.
I think
just to play devil's advocate.
The bite is worse.
The bite is worse.
If a schnauzer bites you, it's not a big deal.
And so there's a lady out in Airdrie that wants to make muzzles mandatory for pit bulls. Would that be an agreeable, kind of meeting in the middle position there where, maybe your dog isn't a threat, but at least people that see it walking by who don't know you see that your dog is muzzled and feel a lot safer, and there would be less incidents of this?
You know what? I'm going to disagree there, Stephen, because my dog is a pit bull, American Red-Nosed Pit Bull, and he is the goofiest dog you'll ever meet. And people do approach him often, children, everybody else, because the way he carries himself, he's a happy, friendly dog. Okay, he doesn't walk, bow-legged. He's not, pumped up on steroids or proteins to make him give him the muscly look. And therefore, you put a muzzle on the dog, and ultimately, I personally believe that image suggests to people that he is dangerous and therefore will stay away from the dog.
I think this is going to be a great experiment because people in the media will be able to bring cameras out to see how they interact and probably change people's attitudes towards the dog. When is it going to happen?
It's Saturday, September 29th.
Right.
At 12 noon till 4 p.m.
Yep.
At River Park in Calgary. We are asking for it to be an on-leash deal.
Okay.
Because we're trying to avoid any kind of negative image. And we are hoping that news cameras come down. Because what sparked this for me was always the nasty images shown in the news,
Interesting. So how can people get more information or how can they sign up for this?
Well, you can look up I've made a group on Facebook.
Okay.
The group's called Don't Ban the Breed on Facebook.
You know what? Great idea, Wayne. I think you're doing a good thing here, buddy.
Terrific. Thanks a lot.
Rockaholics, this is what you can win this week.
There's only one upside to the end of summer. Smoking hot t-shirts.